Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the second day of the Battle of Chickamauga. I managed to delay the Confederates and they stopped advancing for the night. Reinforcements have arrived to defend Lafayette Road, which we must hold until all our forces arrive. Confederate forces are also becoming stronger over time. One of your division commanders has scouted the ground north of their right flank. Last night, troops searching for water spotted the Lone Brigade guarding Jay's Mill. You should trap and destroy this isolated unit. Jay's Mill. Jay's Mill. Okay. Who would have paid this as Jay's Mill? We'll go do that. If we control Brotherton Road Junction, we can thwart rebel advance to the north. General Bragg is expected to respond to our attack by sending reinforcements from Alexander's Bridge Road. Okay. Oh, there we go. So, I have to take this, and this will be nice. It's a lot of woods. Let's use that to our advantage. I will try and sweep through these woods, so we're not leaving skirmishes and stuff behind us. So they're going to end up coming up here. All right. Well, I don't think we press too much then. Once we get to this point, there's a natural line there that they have to advance through this open field to get to us. We may put units in here. I don't know if we're going to have enough. We may just have to pull back to this line. And see what they bring. Anyway, if we get spotted, we'll run across this river. Okay. Not spotted. Good. More people. Ooh, more people. Excellent. Garfield and Kelly, we'll get you in here as well. These guys have been spotted by somebody. As is Garfield. There's a little badger. So it looks like skirmishes in these woods. Garfield, let's get you down towards the point. Kelly, I think let's just push you into there. You sure, son? Nope. Alright, let's just pull you further down. Let's have you firing at them. Let's have you firing at them. You firing at them. And let's have you running. Into a flanking position. to get shots into the side of this. Excellent. I'll do for the time being. Kelly, we might need you over here actually. Cannon. Bring you down here as well. Oh, no. Cannon's got shots on. We'll allow that to happen. How about you just fire at the thing in front of you, weirdo? Oh. Concentrate on Morrison. Try to take him out. So we've secured this point without much opposition. There must be something down here. There must be something down here. We'll keep Garfield in this position. Don't know where Hobson came from, but he's there. Let's push you across. And you. And you to be running. And Kelly, I want you running as well. Let's bring Gary down just there. I wish there was a follow button. I wish there was a click on this unit, and if he starts running out of your range, go and follow him. General Lil's division from Walker Court is moving to attack. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What kind of range do you have? Oh, let's pull back ever so slightly. I'll say move back because I want them to clear this cover and be kind of here when we open up on them. A little bit further. A little bit further. Now we'll move up as well. Hobson's still up here somewhere. Really? You let them get out of range? That's ridiculous. Alright, let's detach skirmishers from you. And Brewster. Let's go around there. on Loomis. I want you to push forward and block these guys from being able to fire into Kelly's flank. Come on, I know you're here. There you are. You onto them. You onto them. You should be firing into them as well. There you go. Let's push you down this way. Send us into the middle. You're firing out of the open into cover. They're going to get decimated. I don't like how little of an impact big divisions have on small units of skirmishers. 2,422 people firing at 158 should, in one volley, get rid of at least a third of these skirmishers. And we struggle to do 10. Let's keep you pressing. No, turn around. It wasn't flank. Nigga, let's get you running. And you, let's get you running as well. More brigades are sent to attack the rebels. Good. Young, let's get you sweeping through that. Wagner as well. Hubbard, let's get you down into the thick of it. $2,219 into 80 odd in the open. Well, it broke them, but still, it doesn't do enough damage for my liking. Alright, Kelly, I need you to be running down that. And we'll try and tie up their artillery. Let's keep pressing. Actually, can we take out forest? That would help. We can, excellent. Again, I wish there was a follow button. That'd be cool. Oh, govern. Let's get you away from that. Let's get you into the side of Wilson. You into Huald. I want you to be firing into Howell. Yeah, I need this to happen quicker than it is. And melee into the other cannons. I'll turn you around so you're not getting flanked anymore. You've regained some composure, so let's get shots in on you. And let's push this front just a little bit. Again, you need to keep up with them. You can't just let them go. Now, how's this battlefield going to develop? Well, I said that we're going to get reinforcements up here. So I'm going to need... Not that way. I think I'm going to need 3 in there. And you're into there. Try and just even out the spread of our people. Oh, we need to keep up with these. If we let these cannons go, we'll just end up fighting the same cannons later on. We can turn the right. So brigades are thrusting in our position. It's Cheatham's division. Alright. Might need to be the final volley. There's no natural defensive positions down here. It's all on the other side of the river. Ooh. I know we've got defensive positions there, but I'd rather push a little bit further. We can always retreat back to defensive positions if we need. Now let's try and get these squished. So they pulled away from Jay's Mill. cannons might have turned up first, but there will be infantry behind. Still, we've got a 2-on-1 here now. Oh yeah. You turned about. Let's get you through those woods. I want you over here as well. You're fighting them. You should be pressing all the way through. I want you pressing through as well. Okay, so you line up there. So you line up right next to him. These cannons are going to end up getting out of there. That's unfortunate. You fire into them, you fire into them. No, into them. Now this was the natural defensive line, wasn't it? So let's press through. Hubbard, I need you to run. Actually down here. I need you to run, and I need you over here. You fire them. This is fairly terrible. Get back down, I need you there. And Atkinson. And Young. Loomis, don't stop there, carry on. You take them out. You get shots into Huggins. Huggins? Alright. Use these guys to shore up our what would be our left flank. And Walton, let's push you down here. We need to keep pressing. When you into that gap there, let's get all these cannons that we haven't done anything with yet. With a spot wagon just behind them. We'll put you off to the side of the screen. British skirmishers. Let's get you in these woods actually. I need you fully in them woods. Fully into cover. Let's spin you around. We might just have contained this. Just in time. Yeah, let's get you spun around. Who's this out here? You're all moving. No. Even further in. Let's try and keep them out of the cover as much as we can. Press further in. Cover's a bit sketchy here. Just there. Spin you around there. That's a sound of a charge somewhere. Don't know who's charging. Don't know on what. What is this mess? Alright, so that's looking alright. We've kind of contained them quite well. We'll push you into this gap here. You can go slightly set back, but be in reserve. Young. I think I'm going to need you over here actually. There's quite a lot that have congregated around that area. If we tell you to get off the map, where are you going to go? Right, so you're going to continue that way. Good. Let's get you off your horses. Can't, because you're a cav brigade. Get you in those fields. Get Woods and Stark as well. In this field. Let's just have a battery field. Walton, I want you on the edge of these woods. Okay. I wanted him on the edge of the woods just in case these came back in, but doesn't need to be there anymore. Let's put you in that gap. It's looking alright at the moment. We don't need to press, so I don't think that we should. It's going to be a long fight. We just preserve our numbers. Not like this. Just going for the point. But he is. Wagner, you're in reserve. No, great. Greg and Franklin. Last thing we need is at the very death to lose control of a point or two. Right, move forward. Whilst these are out of position. Before they get into the a little bit of cover. That seems to work. We'll push you up that way. Let's get you into these cornfields. Young, you're not doing much there. He's on the point, I suppose. We'll keep him there for the time being. I don't like having the enemy behind me. I like to have swept through a map. And I know there's a cav brigade behind us, and they're more than capable of taking a point back. The rebels may counter-attack. Alright, so a little bit more of the map opens up to us. Policy here, DH Hills Corps has been spotted marching north from this road. He'll possibly attack our forces near Jay's Mill. Who's this? Our primary objective is to hold our camps along Lafayette Road. More breastworks. We have camps at Leon Gordon Mills. This is a big front that we're going to have to maintain. I don't think we're going to. I don't think we can. I don't think we're going to be able to maintain this front. I think it's going to be protect the points, and that's it. We've already got cavalry in behind us. Best thing we can do is just sit a whole unit on the point and have a few floaters. So if one comes under pressure, we go and defend it. But we can't wrap them up as we have done in previous fights. Right. Let's get you on there and you on there. Both running with cannons just behind. Getty. I think this is an impassable river. Why there's a ford and point. So we don't need to guard it until it gets to this. Manson, we will put you there. Hobson, we will put you on the point. Daniel will get you into here, along with Sackett. Okay. Work on those defensive points as well. And Hood, get you up in that direction as well. Running. Wood up here as well. think this area here is relatively safe. They can't cross this big river up to this point, and this point upwards it needs to be guarded. Ashmore, you don't need to be there. Let's pressure out to that little copse of woods just there, and let's keep our eye on what's going on in the battle that's already happening. I could do with pushing one of those supply wagons. Up here first and then get him across to the guys that have been in the fight for a long time. Get you running as well. I find it a little bit weird that you can't get the the cannon crews to run as well. Or you did have flying batteries, which were batteries that had all the crew on horses as well. So they used to be able to get around the battlefield, reposition themselves on the battlefield just that little bit quicker. Loomis and Dunn has just arrived. Let's get you there. Run it. I think this is going to end up being quite a big battle. I think, maybe, probably. Well, I know they're here. Well, let's do our usual. We'll try cut them off. Just there. You through these woods. That's a charge. Of whom? Ooh, Bartlett. Thompson, eh? This is a dark zone for us. Atkinson and Wagner, I need you to sweep through these woods. Right, they're going to get wrecked here. Come on, whilst they're out in the open. Yeah, unlucky. I wouldn't want to be Brenning right now. Can I cover your in? 70 yard. Alright, it's fairly long range stuff, but still. Young, I don't. Oh, Jackson is kind of moving that way. I was going to say, I don't think I need this line to be stretched out quite so far over here, but let's not be silly. That's alright, the, the horses did good work there. So. Oh. Oh wow. Good job we pushed people into that gap. God, if we turn this skirmisher away, there's nothing happening here. Alright. Nagel, you get involved. Garfield, you take his place. Jackson's still the one that's on the furthest right of their flank. I'll get on up here. Yeah, you fire on them. When you firing into them whilst they're in the sea? In the river, of course. And you press on so we can get a 2-1-1 versus Hector. I think these guys are about to break, which needs to happen because you need to now fire into Benning. Come on. Why these guys didn't take advantage of that flank, I will never know. We need more people in here. I knew it was going to be a problem area. I know we've got people on point so we could pull off, but I can't really. There is still a cav unit behind us. Alright, so we've routed that unit. Brewster, let's get you back into the fight. Let's fire on the ones that are out in the open. Let's get you lot firing onto this. And yeah. Let's try and force these skirmishers out. When you're firing on them whilst they're out in the open, I want you into that gap as well. Let's get 2-on-1. And let's press them out of the woods. So that if they do come back, they will come back. If and when they do, we engage them whilst they're crossing a river. Ooh. What is this? Can anyone remember me ordering this? Because I can't. Probably because my horses were up here. There, that'll be it. The horses were up here with the cannons and I just did a the whole click and drag, and yeah, fair enough. Although it has opened up a flank here. Next level strats. Let's press you just into there so we can get 2-on-1 on the skirmishers. Let's press you a little bit further into these woods just so you can get a little bit of a hit on Robinson if you can. How are we getting on down here? It seems pretty much 3-on-2. How did we get on up here? You fire into them, and you. We should have been looking at this earlier on. I saw it was happening and then just forgot about it. Oh dear, sorry about that. Let's try to take you out of the game. I'm concerned a little bit down here. We may need to pull Loomis number 2 down. Bartlett's taking a hammer in. Let's pull Griffin off that defensive point. Let's push him in there. Let's pull you away so that you pull Gracie into a crossfire. Now turn around. Oh wow, they're trying to press up the middle as well. Alright, Young. I need you over there. I need you running if you've got recognition. You have, good. Brewster. Yep, I need you running into that position there. $2,492 people. And one volley took out, what, 10 people? That's not good. Let's press into these areas. Okay, Manson, back on that defensive position. Let's pull you off that defensive position. We can make better use of you elsewhere. So they're being contained here, kind of, sort of, a little bit. But they're gonna push through here, definitely. We need to sort this out. At the moment, this is just a mess. We could at least get 2 of these units, push them further north. Yeah, I would. Let's get you north. Loomis. Right, so we freed up 2 units. Put 1 on this point to try and stem this. This guy can move back onto the defensive position here if need be. Same with Griffin, can move back onto the defensive position. We need to kind of just hold them here. I think it's going to be quite difficult, but nothing worthwhile was easy. I can't really move these guys around, just because we don't know how this battle's going to develop. Oh, can we get HUD? Those are some big losses. If HUD's just going to stay there, I don't mind taking a few hits on Atkinson if we can take HUD out of the game. Alright, Brewster will put you in this gap. You're going to have to carry on. Right, Everson. Let's get you over there. Put you into the middle of the cannons instead. Apparently there's somebody over there. Yeah, this is why I don't want to pull these guys off this point. Or these guys off this point. Because there's cavalry behind our lines. Bartland's been doing some good work, but I'm going to need a little bit more from him. Looks like Hood got taken out. I'd like it to flash up with an enemy general who has died. McNair won't be able to withstand this for too long. Yeah. In fact, Young, let's get you into the side of this field. Looks like we've wrapped these guys up again. These guys keep probing these defences. We'll push them back over the river. Let's press you just a little bit further forward so you can engage them with a shell. Thought we'd be able to capture them, but then if we did capture them, there'd be nothing that we could do with them. This looks fairly bad. Who do we have that's spare? No one really. Young maybe? Let's pull you out. We'll run you onto that defensive position. We'll pull Griffin back onto here. Might be able to use Getty as well, but I don't want to move Getty too far away from this down here. A little bit of gap in the centre there. Still playing cat and mouse with Cav up here somewhere. Alright, Cannon, let's try and dislodge these guys. Cav, put you behind here. Alright, so you're onto that defensive position now. We should probably pull Griffin back. A little bit. Oh, can we get shots into the side of him in there? McNair. What is going on with you, Atkinson? Get back. No, whenever you want, that's fine. That looks fairly safe. No, we're going to need more people down there, I think. Franklin, let's pull you off that point, we're not far away. The front isn't far away from this point. So I think we'll be safe with using Franklin. They should now be getting attacked in the back by cannon, so they should rout pretty quickly. Let's put you in that cornfield. Oh, let's spin you around. Well, this is a little challenging. This is always going to be a win for us. They're in the open. We're not pulling the enemy out of defensive terrain, so they have to engage you in some sort of cover. Yeah, 71%. He's always going to be good. Which makes me baffled by this. If you're going to set up defensive terrain, yeah, set it up in this kind of position, but you'd also deforest to an extent this side of the river, just to try and rob them of a little bit of cover, even if it was just burn it down. I don't know. We pull Ashmore away. I think the ones that initially hit down here have been working their way further up and further and further up, and this is where they've got to. I should have taken notice of the names down here. Nope, all of you. Fire at that. That was good work from Atkinson. Got rid of a lot of them. Bartlett has been today the hero. If he's not been holding off 3 or 4 by himself, he's protected the cannons. He's then been the bait for dragging unit on unit and unit into him, so that all these cannons can engage. It's been beautiful. I really want to be stuck out in the open here. Let's pull you back. Let's pull you back as well. Again, rather be in some sort of cover. What is this? No idea. How's the line looking? Grace is coming back for more. You're struggling for ammunition, but they must be as well. They do outnumber you down there, but you guys a defensive position. But then again, they have defensive positions too. That's just going to be a massive war of attrition down there. Ashmore pulled you up into where I think you're going to be needed. This looks quite thin. So Lee, let's put you into that position there. Looks like we're getting pushed over here. Let's try to push these out. Open up enough of a gap to slot Garfield back in. Maybe not. And Brewster's not doing much here, but the moment I pull him away, they'll go for Scaff again. I can guarantee it. And Brigade, let's just bring you back into the fight. We must secure Lafayette Road at all costs. I think we have. Next phase. Last Brigade's along streets. Corps should arrive late tonight, so the cover of Confederates are not yet at full strength. Are you shitting me? General, if we break their forces holding their right flank, we can win the battle today. Secure Jay's Mill, it would appear. Jay's Mill is secure. And Rodson Road, but prioritise defence. Lafayette Road, but we already have. That's where I'm going to leave it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. It's already been an hour's worth. And it's only 2:30. So, I've been Luckymarine. As always, you have been amazing. Join me next time for the last part of this day of Chickamauga. Until then, do take care.